So this question 10 is on bearing, as you can see. So we can't solve it here. I will take you to another page that we're going to solve it so that it's very clear. I'll be able to move along with it. So let me change it the screen now. So the page now. So that is here now. So please, I want you to open your eyes and pay attention to how these questions will be solved now. So I'm going to give you practice questions similar to this, so that you can understand. You'll be able to know whether you've understood the concept or not. Now, when we talk about bearing, it's not new to us. So it's just interpretation of the question that matters most. We are dealing with sketching and bearing. We are not drawing to accurate measurement. So what we're going to do, we're going to read the question from beginning to the end, and I want Finn to read it for us before I interpret. Finn, um, I want to hear you.
In a town, if X resides 60 meters away on a bearing 57 degrees from Paris P.
Okay,
While if Y resides on a bearing of 150 degrees from the same palace P. The residents of X and Y are 180 meters apart. A. Illustrate the information in a diagram. B. Find the bearing of X from Y, distance from P and Y, and
good.
correct to three
Please,
significant figures.
figures. Good. Now, that is how you should do when you are given question like this that involves words. So in a town, that is, we have a town, we have Chief X who resides 50 meters away on a bearing of 57 degrees from the palace. That is, Chief X is Chief X is on a bearing of 57 from P. So which means the starting point here is X or P. Which one of them? Mariam, is it from P that we're starting from, or from X? Because the question say Chief X resides 57 degrees from P. From P. So where are we going to draw the 57? Are we starting from P or we are starting from X? Mariam, I want you to talk.
P.
P, that's very good. So which means we have P here. This is point P. You draw your four cardinal points, which is very important. When you draw four cardinal, this is the north pole. uh you start from the north and sketch 57 degree. From north to east is 90, so 57 would be somewhere here like this, and to go up, and this will form X. This is X. You draw another four cardinal points on it, and it is 60 meters away. This place will be 60 meters. I hope that is clear.
Yes, sir.
All right, good. So while Chief Y resides on a bearing of 150 degrees from the same palace P, which is still the same from this place. So Chief Y. So which means we are going to start again. Then pick another color. We start again from P and we move 150 degrees to point Y. So we start and move. So 150 will fall between this place and between the south and the east. This is 90, then 150. Let 150 be here, and it will go down. It will go down like this, because this is we now look at the distance. So this will then be 150 degrees. 150 degrees. And the question says the residence of X and Y is 180 meters apart. So this is Y, the residence of Y here. Then pick the red color back. So this is the residence of Y here. All right, and the residence, they are 180 meters apart. From here is 180 meters apart. All right, so The next stage is for us to now look at what is the requirement of the question. So the first is to sketch, illustrate the information in a diagram, which we have done now. This one, you get your full mark if you draw it this way with your pencil. You are not drawing to accuracy. Now, we need to do something here. We need to calculate this degree here, this degree, this degree. From this place to this place is 60, while from this place to this place is 150. So we need to remove this 60 from 50. That will be 150 minus 60. That will give us 90. So which means this place is 90 degrees. The angle there is 90 degrees. I hope that is clear. Hello?
Yes, sir. Good to you.
What?
I don't really understand it.
Mariam, what is it that you don't understand?
Like for this 150 case, I don't think I understand it, sha.
Where,
That
where?
150.
Let's be specific so that I can explain again. That's why you are here.
Um, okay, don't worry, I understand.
I should not worry. Okay, no
Yes, I
problem.
understand. I
No
already know
problem.
that.
No problem. Now, the question asks us to find the bearing of x from y. The bearing of x from y. So that is what we're looking for. X from y. I'm coming. Let me draw this properly. Let me change this place so that I can have a perfect work here. So let's have it this way. I'm coming. Just let me check. What we have here. I'm coming. Just a minute. All right. So I think on the right track. So the bearing of x from y will be the whole of this place from here like this to this line is the bearing of x, the bearing of x from y, that is y. You start from the north pole of y and turn like this before you go to x. That is what we are looking for. How do we get that? That is where we're going now. So before we can get that, we need to find this angle here, this small angle here. We need to find it. When we get it, then we can then move on. So without it, we can't do that. We can't do anything. So which formula are we going to use here? Are we going to use sine rule or cosine rule? Anyone?
Cairo.
Sine rule. Good. So we're using making use of sine rule. We're making use of sine rule, using sine rule. Let me solve it and beside it says sine rule. So sine rule says, so it's going to be 60 over sine this angle, let's call it theta, theta equals to 180 all over sine 90 degrees. All right. So we cross multiply, you find 180 sine theta equals to 60 multiplied by sine 90 degrees. So which means sine theta equals to 60 times sine 90 degrees divided by 180 degrees. 0 cancel 0. 3 here, 1, 3 here. 6 here, 1, 6 here, 3. So sine theta. So sine 90 is what? What is sine 90?
One.
1. Good. So that means we have 1 over 3. 1 over 3. So 1 over 3, that is sine. That's going to be sine theta. 1 over 3 is 0 point what? 1 over 3 is what?
0.3.
0.3333. So theta will then be arc sine 0.3333. So what gives you the answer now? What do you get?
19.4509.
I can't tell you.
19.45096.
I'm coming. Let me check my own. 19.4691. All right, that's going to be
Yes.
19.47. Let's say 19.47 degrees. So this we can run. Let me see the requirements to three significant figures. Now that's not what we're going to right away. Now we have calculated this place. So this is we're saying it's 19.5. Approximately we can have it to 19.5. That is three significant figures. 19.5 degrees. But that is not where we are going. Now, if you come to this place, P here, you come to P here, so we have known from north to this place to be 150. So the angle here will be 30 degrees. And the angle, this angle will be alternate to this angle here. Let me change the color to green, to this angle, to this place to be 30. So this place here is 30 degrees. All right. So we need this to calculate the remaining parts here. This remaining part. So what will it give us? That is where we are going. So how are we going to do that? We just remove 19 from 30. So which means 30 degrees minus 19.5, which will give us what? I think 10.5, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. So 10.5. So that is the remaining part here. So the whole of this part is what we're looking for. From the North Pole, from the north here to this place. So we are now removing 10.5 from 360. So that means 360 degrees minus 10.5 degrees. So what do we have?
349.5.
349.5 degrees. So which means, yeah, so which means the bearing the bearing of x from y is 349.5 degrees. So that is the answer to Roman figure 2, Roman figure 1 of question 10b. I hope that is clear.
Yes, sir.
But that will not give us the final answer. So if we want to do it, our final answer with it 349. So 349. So because we have to round it to the nearest to three significant figures. So what we have done here, naturally, I want to tell you this now. When you are solving y question, if your answer, the question asks you to round it to, let me show you something, asks you to round it to three significant figures. So when you have not reached the final stage, these are one of the mistakes students make. We have not reached the final stage. Don't round it to that significant figures or to decimal places here. So that means that this 19.5 we have here, we will not round it to 19.5. We can still leave it at what? 19.47. We leave it at what? 19 point what? 19.47. Because if you round it to three significant figures, you not get the final answer y will get. Though it will be very close. It should just be a gap of 1 point that will be different. So when you now have it this way, so which means this one, when you subtract this one, that will be 19.47. This will also be 19.47 here. So when you subtract it, this is going to be 3. Uh, this is 9. It will be 10 points. What would that give us? 5, 3. 10 points. Oh, yeah, answer me now.
So,
Subtract this. 30 minus, so 30 minus 19.47. So that gives us 10.53. So 10.53 minus
yes,
360 minus 360 will give us 10
minus
349.47.
10.47.
0.47.
Sammy, I got minus.
Yes. So when you round this one, this will give us 349 degrees. So that means the answer is
Example,
yes.
I got minus 349,
You got what?
minus 349.47.
No, no, no. That's not how you're going to do it now. You should know. That's supposed to be 360 minus 10.53.
Oh, okay, yes.
Aha. So this will give us 349 degrees. So this is the final answer. If you check WAEC examiners listing, this is what you're going to find there. You understand? If you check past questions and solution, this is what you're going to get. I hope this is very clear to you. Excuse me.
Yes.
All right. Now let's go back to Roman figure 2. For Roman figure 2, you have to find the distance between P and Y. So that is, we're looking for this here. We are looking for P and Y. Let's say it is X. So let's say it is X. Let me clean this part so that it will be easier for us to get. All right. So we're looking for X here. For PY, we're looking for PY. So what are we going to use here? So which method are you going to use? Is it sine rule or cosine rule? If it is sine rule, y. If it is cosine rule, y. Fiyin, Fiyin, are you still there?
Yes, I'm
Yes,
listening.
I'm asking you.
Yes.
So which method are we
Uh,
going to use to find PY now? Which method are we going to use? Which method?
some methods.
What are you saying?
Some methods. Which
Mm,
methods?
which one? Which formula rather? Which formula? I mean formula. We want to find the distance between P and Y.
Okay.
Is it going to be sine rule or cosine rule?
Sacrosanct.
Cosine rule. Why? Why? You must know the
Wait.
reason why you are using a particular method. If you don't know the reason, you have not learned. So there must be reason for anything in math. All right. So what is the reason? Okay, Mariam. Because of time, Mariam, which method? Which formula rather? Sorry,
Okay.
cosine. Why cosine?
Opposites are hypotenuse. We have a opposites, I think. I'm not sure, sha, but I think it is.
Okay. In fact, you tried. You tried. For the fact that you made mention of hypotenuse, you tried. Now, if you look at this diagram, though it might not really show that it's a right angle triangle because of our sketch, but it's a right angle triangle because of these 90 degrees. So the 90 degrees here has shown that this diagram is what? Is a right angle triangle. So we can redraw it. We can draw it so that you can see. Let me redraw it to stand properly. So this is what it's saying here. So this is 90 degrees. So this is x here, this is y here, and this is p here. So xp is 60, xy is 180. We are now looking for this place. We can make use of what? Pythagoras rule to solve this. And we can as well make use of what? Sine rule to solve it. Because we can get the other third angle here. We can get this third angle here. We can get it. So once you get this third angle, we just use x over this. Then we can make use of 180 over 90 degrees. Is that clear? So, but since this is given, since the question is already simplified, we could just make use of Pythagoras rule. So, for Roman figure 2 now, for Roman figure 2, using Pythagoras rule, using Pythagoras rule, Pythagoras rule. So, which says hypotenuse squared equals to opposite square plus adjacent square. So, that means we're saying hypotenuse squared equals to opposite squared plus what? Adjacent square. So in this question, what is our hypotenuse?
180.
180 degrees. Yeah, 180 degrees. That's 180 degrees squared. Then any of the other two sides could be opposite and hypotenuse. So we can say plus 60 degrees plus 60 degrees plus x degree, which is the side we are looking for. So 180 square. What is 180 square? That's 180 times 180, not 180 times 2. Please don't make the mistake. 180 times 180.
32,100.
That is 32,400. 32,400. All right. Equal to 60 squared. 60 squared is what?
3,600.
3,600.
8,600.
3,600. Good. Plus x squared. So we just collect like terms here. So that will be 32,400 minus 3,600 equals to x squared. So subtract that. 32, 32,400 minus 3,600. So what is,
28,800.
okay, that
28,800.
good. X squared equals to 28,800. So we then find x will be equal to square root of this, 28,800. All right. So what is the square root of 28,800?
169.7056.
Okay, I'm coming. So square root 169.7056. 169.07 56 70, sorry, 7056. So the question asks us to round it to three significant figures. So that's going to be what? One. What's going to be the
169.
uh-huh? No.
Once, no, no, um, I don't know.
Finn, what's your answer? What's your answer?
17.
17. Perfect. That's
170.
170. Correct. So which means the distance, uh let me go back, let me see the frame, the question frame. Sign of P and Y. So the distance of P and Y, distance of P and Y is 170 meters. So that is the answer. I hope this is clear.
Yes,
All right, good.
yes, sir.
All right. So, should I give you time to copy this?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. From where? From beginning.
Yes, sir. The question.
The question. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. From the question, here is it. So after that, I have a prepared question for you. They're going to solve. Can I slow down?
So, sir, okay, sir, you can
Okay.
send the video.
Can I slow down?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
this 360 minus 10.5.
5 3. Yes.
Yes, sir. Wait, the answer. How did you um,
How did I get
then
0.53? Okay, I'm coming. Let me show you now. Oh, I've erased it. Sorry for that. So I got it by subtracting this 30 degrees. That is 30 degrees minus 19.47 degrees. And that gives 10.53 degrees.
why did you minus it? And why did you get
Why did I minus is good?
19.47?
I minus it because the angle here at P, the small angle we have at P here is 30 degrees. So it is vertical alternate angle to this angle here. This 30 degrees, the one I pointing at here. And we got this
Mm,
part here to be 19.47. So when you remove 19.747 here, it will remain the small part here. This small angle. I will show you now. This small angle here. It will remain that. So that is 10.53 that we got. So it is that one that we're going to remove from 360 degrees to give us the bearing of x from y.
I don't still understand.
You don't still understand. Okay, let me open up the page, this space. Have you written this part here? Where I did workings here. Have you written it?
Yeah,
I mean this part. Can I clean it?
yes, sir.
Okay, good. Let me clean that part. This part, okay. So that I can open up the space so you can get it clearly. Okay, let me now go back to this. Now this is what we have here. We have something like this. This is P. P is here. We now have this line. This line goes like this. We have this here. Let me extend this line to be bigger so that you can see it. Now, this part here, we then have another line that goes like this, which is this line that goes to form X, that form X here. All right, this is one. This angle here is 30 degrees. All right, which is alternate to this angle here, 30 degrees. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, we calculated this part here to be 19.47. Right? Now, the angle we are looking for is from this north pole to this line. So it will move like this to this line. So which means the only part we don't need here is this small part here. This small part. So how do we get that? Since from this line to this line is 30 degrees, and from here to here is 19.7 degree, 47 degrees. We subtracted 30, 19.47 from 30 to get this place to be 10.53 degrees. So when you now remove 10.53 degrees from 360, that will give us the bearing of x from y.
Mhm.
You still need to sit down and look at it on your own and see how it works. You understand? So you look at it, okay, this is what you're looking for, this is what you want to get. So without understanding that, this will still be it will look like miracle to you because it's going to be very rough. So let me increase the size of this thing so that maybe it will be clearer again. Excuse me. Okay, this is it. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
All right. One thing about this type of question is that you need to practice a lot of questions. You understand? You need to practice many questions. The more you practice, you be coming across so many uh, questions that will even be far, far away from this. Far, far away from this question. So are you done with this page? So
Can I ask another question?
what?
Yeah. Can I ask another question?
Yes, you can ask. That's why you are here.
Still confused about how I got the 19.47. Like, where did you get it from?
We use sign rule to get it.
Um,
The sign rule we used. This is it here. This is this part here.
it- oh, okay, okay.
I've erased the upper part. We use sign rule. So we use sign rule here, which is 60 over sine theta, then 180 equals to 180 over sine 90 degrees. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
All right. I don't want time to go without giving you work to do. Even if you are not going to solve it here, because we have a few minutes left. Okay, the second part, complete it. Copy the second part.
Subscribe to
Okay,
channel.
okay, okay, this is it. Yeah, all right. So let me now share another screen. Are you done with this?
Yes.
All right. So let's share another screen. So copy your question. Yeah. Can you see the screen now? Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah,
Yes. Yes,
that's
sir.
that's the question I have for you. I know the time we have left might not be enough for us to finish it, but you're going to take it as assignment, which must be submitted today. I want it submitted today. If you submit it after today, I won't mark it. I will not mark it. If you submit it after today, I will not mark it. So you have to submit it today so that I can mark it and get back to you on it. This is also why question. Sometimes bearing we sometimes they will put bearing in the first section, and sometimes they will take it to section B. Whichever ways, you should be able to solve it. If you have copied it, let me know. I'm expecting GS3 to join the class now. I have to.
Yeah.
You are done.
Yes.
All right, good. So you can start, and once it's time, I will just kick you out of the class. When this is 3:30, so I'll be expecting your response. So before that, let me stop the recording of this class. All right, so that I will not forget.